That's my dog. No. All right, I'd like to call the August 25th regularly scheduled council meeting of the Corporation of the Village of McBride to order. First order of business is introduction of late items, if any. None? Okay, hearing none, I'll move to item number 2, which is approval of the agenda as submitted. Moved to approve by Sharon, seconded by Edie. All in favor? Carried. Next item is the reading and the approving of the minutes of the August 11th, 2015 meeting, starting on page 5 in your agenda. I think I got them, sorry. Move to approve by Sharon. By Ralph. Any errors or omissions?
No.
Okay, hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor? Carried. Moving on to number 4, delegates. We have
No sign-ins.
nobody on the sign-up sheet, and we have no formal delegation. And we have no unfinished business, so we'll move on to reports. Start with mine. August 12th, I met with Minister Letnick. He's the Minister of Agriculture. Our two main areas of discussion were humane butchering and the reducing of red tape in that process. The second was companies coming into Canada and buying up farmland and then planting trees to receive carbon credits. So it was a good discussion with him. Also on August 12th, I attended a community forest meeting. On August 14th, I attended potluck for staff and family for the opening of our Public Works Department, now that the guys have got it all up to speed and they're all relocated. For the week of August 17th to 21st, I've had, there's too many to even count, numerous meetings, telephone conferences with various stakeholders in relation to the McBride Community Forest Corporation and the carrier proposal. And then so far this week, I continue to meet with staff and members of the public, but basically I'm on vacation and tending to grandchildren and wedding plans. That's my report. And next one, Councillor Bezanson.
Really, Bezanson.
Bezanson.
Okay, I was talking to the CN engineer yesterday, Mr. Sewell, and what's happening there is it's going to cost the town, or not the town, CN, 4 times of the money just to do the underpass. That's just the pavement, because you have to bring it all the way from Prince George. So I said, okay, fine. He hasn't given me a date. He hasn't given nothing. But he's going to keep in touch, so that's still an ongoing process. Ditching is underway to clean the sediment out of existing ditches. New ditching is being created on First Avenue, all the way from Teresa Caputo's to CN lodging there, all the way down to past the hotel down to where that little creek is at, so the water can flow down. And that's going to be, and some culverts have been replaced to allow better water flow. And they did trails, or walking trails are being cut and branches, etc. removed. Met with public contractors to discuss tendering processes and working in accordance with New West Partnership. Now the lagoon, the surveyors were in there today and yesterday, and I think they might be done by tomorrow. I don't know the whole story on that one. So that's one project we have to get ready, right? And that's about it.
Excellent. Good report. Alrighty. Councillor Eckhart.
Well, I attended the community forest meetings as we did, kind of potluck. The 20th I was at the regional district meetings in Prince George. And the highlights are in there, but on page 44, there was that Woodstock award. We had given him as long as he met all the conditions. And all those conditions have been met now, so it's a go ahead, which is good. And 21st again at community forest, and that's it for me.
Councillor Tracy.
Okay. Went to the street dance. The weather was excellent. Small gathering. Missed the fiddlers. Been at several meetings. Library museum is moving forward and dealing with the hurdles and doing a great job. And that's about it for me.
Ms. Williams?
Yeah, we continue to work on our information and data handling policy, working with our IT specialist and consulting with mentors and other people within the LGMA to make sure that we've got the best practices we can. The first step to securing our 60-year lease for the sewage lagoons began Monday with the surveying. I met with the surveyors tonight, and they'll probably be wrapping up tomorrow in the later afternoon. The next steps for that is it goes to Gord Simmons, our approving officer, and he starts the paperwork process to have it done. And then the final step, of course, is drafting of the lease and submitting the paperwork to the landowners that we'll be leasing from. We're looking at procurement procedures, and we will be doing an RFQ, hopefully to establish an equipment hire lease. There was one, but it's quite dated, so speaking with Public Works, we decided it'd be best to get another one of those up. Our bylaws and policies, the ministry approved our Board of Variance bylaw. We're currently reviewing and will be sitting down and brainstorming the bylaw 567, it's operation and maintenance of cemetery, and making sure we're compliant with the Cemetery Act, and we are researching the current fees and doing comparison in other communities our size to see that we're on the right page there. We have done a review of the fees and services and the utility bylaws, and we hope to have them complete and the amended ones coming out for reading. The utility and the fees and services are due for review this year, so they're just good till 2015, so we do have to have new ones for 2016. I continue to work closely with the council, ongoing consultation, assistance as required. I prepare the minutes, the agendas, reports. Myself and the staff do recommendation for council on various projects or things they'll ask us to do. We're happy to do that research. And we've been researching various services and programs recently. In administration, we are in the process of finalizing a lease for the Robson Valley Dental, which is our new dentists in just where Dr. Mosley used to be. We're completing, actually we're more than ongoing, we've almost completed the review of existing leases and contracts, as many of them are coming up this year and next year. Assist Enid where I can, the CFO as required, or if she needs any help. Our improved water plan is in its last phase. Our last phase of that is consultation with the Northern Health Engineer, and we hope to have that done by mid-September. He's been very busy this summer. I continue to liaison with the regional district, our approving officer, our building inspector, the Ministry of Finance, of course, local governance folks, just all the people one has to work with over a period of time. I always have an open door policy for residents regarding local issues or concerns. I will be participating in our risk management assessment with our Municipal Insurance Association. I'm looking forward to that, and I'm sure we'll have some wonderful tips come out of that. And our CLAC bargaining session, our next one is the third week of September. That's a bit tentative because their negotiator is having a medical right now, but we hope that she'll be well and back in the process for the last of September. Thank you. Thanks, Wayne.
Finance report, anything you want to report on that, Enid?
No, you guys got the, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call.
Okay.
Come see me and we can go through it in detail. Yeah, just working on, with Kelly and just, same thing, just working on all the leases and just creating accounts receivables for everything that we have.
What about an election report?
Okay, so as you all know, we have the election coming up on September the 19th. So we declared on Monday that we have 4 candidates running. We have Lisa Batayachuk, Joseph Rich, Diane Smith, and Rick Thompson. So I can give you guys kind of an update. This will be going in the paper next week. So Saturday, September 19th is the general voting day, which will be here in the council chambers. We have an advance poll September 9th, and that will be hosted at the Robson Valley Community Center, and same thing, 8 to 8. And then, as per the bylaw, we have a special voting opportunity for the people in the McBride District Hospital and staff and Beaver View, and we will be doing that on Friday, September 18th, half an hour at each facility.
We've got a report from Travis in there, but he's on vacation. And we also have a report from the Chamber of Commerce too, which is in the package. So can I get a motion to receive the reports for information, please? Sharon Needy? All in favor? Carried? All right, so we'll move on to correspondence. We have no correspondence requiring action and a whole bunch for information. Anything anybody want to discuss in that group? Yeah. I was wondering if number F, the CEEP, the new Wood Stove Exchange Program,
Yes.
can I get administration to look into that and to bring a report back to council if it would be a good thing to run in our area?
Perfect.
Anything else, guys? No? All right, so we'll move on to notice of resolutions on page 71 of your package. So the first one is, like Kelly mentioned, that currently we have new tenants in there but no agreement in place, so we need a motion that council ratify the lease with Robson Valley Dental for a 1-year period. So Sharon, second? Ralph? Any discussion?
No, it's done.
All in favor? Carried? On to bylaws, permits, and policies. We have quite a few, so I'm starting on page 72. We need a motion that the snow and ice policy PW01 be amended to reflect the current job titles and to add 13D empty lot at the east end of Southeast Frontage Road as the snow disposal site. Moved by Edie, seconded by Ralph. Any discussion? Hearing none?
This, yeah, the D that you're adding, is that the, on the corner there, by the highway?
Yeah,
Is that fence is already in pretty bad shape, right? So is there anything we can?
No, they're not putting it by the fence, they're right beside it, aren't they?
By the old Chevron site?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right, and that fence is falling over.
yeah, beside it, not on.
No,
not
we
on.
can't. That's not our property, that's Chevron's, correct?
Right.
So, yeah.
So make sure it's not gonna ruin the fence any more than it already is.
Any other discussion?
Mhm.
Call the question, all in favor? Carried. The next item is a motion that the zoning amendment bylaw number 755, 2015 be given its fourth and final reading, be considered and adopted. That's on page 74, and it's the metal storage container bylaw. Moved by Edie. Seconded?
Yes.
Good. Any discussion on that? Hearing none. All in favor? Carried. The next one is a motion that the human resources policy, workplace and bullying harassment, policy HR 05, resolution number 035/14 be rescinded, and that's page 78.
Yes, okay.
Moved to rescind by Sharon, seconded by Edie. All in favor? Carried. On page 79, we have the occupational health and safety policy for workplace bullying and harassment. So I need a motion to a motion that the occupational health and safety policy, workplace bullying and harassment, OHS 01, be adopted.
Move.
Moved by Sharon, seconded by Ralph. Any comments, discussion? There's a lot of work getting that done. Kelly, you did a good job.
Yeah, it was ongoing, that's great.
All in favor? Carried. On page 84 is the next one. And for that one, I need a motion that the workplace bullying and harassment reporting form, investigations procedures, investigation form be adopted and form part of the employee handbook.
Move to adopt.
Sharon and Edie. Any discussion?
Nope, okay, will work.
No.
All in favor? Carried. And with that, we'll move on to new business. On page 88 is the next one. That's the report on the fire services inspection. So I need a motion to, the council receive the fire service inspection and public commercial building report. Motion by Edie, seconded by Sharon. Any discussion?
Yeah, when is it all starting? Are those dates to be announced, right?
To be announced, yes. Tentatively the last week of September, but they'll be firmly publicly announced.
So we have people coming to do the inspection then?
We do.
Okay.
Alright, I'll call the question, all in favor? Carried. The next one is a motion that as per the Fire Services Act, Part 2, Section 36(1), council authorized Mr. Bob Danino of New Tech Safety, all of the local assistance powers as the local government fire inspector on behalf of the village of McBride.
Yes.
Sharon and Ralph. Any discussion? Okay, call the question, all in favor? Carried. The next one is a motion that administration notifies the public and all commercial and public property owners of the upcoming property fire and safety inspection with dates. Moved by Edie, seconded by Sharon. Any discussion on that? Will that go in the local papers or in the Little McBride paper?
Yeah, and it's my hope that we can mail out to everyone too, in case people are on vacation, because it's kind of that time of year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good idea.
We'll call the question then, all in favor? Carried. And one last item is a motion that the regular council meeting of September 22nd, 2015 be cancelled as quorum will not be met because of UBCM.
Right,
Sharon and Edie, all in favor? Carried. And the next one is motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Right. And that is, no.
Yeah, you were not.
Such a big agenda. There's more information, so.
Well, it's a lot of reading, yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you for everyone.
Thanks everyone for coming out.
Hi.